Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. Again, joined by head football coach Pete Shinnick. Coach, a couple more questions about Chowan, if I may. I know despite the win, you probably weren't terribly happy with the team's play overall, particularly in the second half. You mentioned that there were some lapses in concentration. What did you tell the team at the final whistle?
Well, I told them that, even though we won, I know they didn't feel good about how it ended. And particularly, not necessarily the whole fourth quarter, but probably most of the fourth quarter and a little bit at the end of the third quarter. And looking at the guys' faces, they knew that and they understood that. So I felt good walking off the field just how they comprehended what I was saying. I said, hey, we won the game, but this isn't as good as it can be, and this isn't the way we needed to finish. And, watching the guys talk afterwards, they're okay, happy that we're 2-0 because there are worse things that could take place. But also, we've got some work to do to be able to finish out games the way we think we're capable of.
I can't talk about this without mentioning Travis Daniels a little bit. He had a monster game. He set a school rushing record. He had over 240 yards rushing. He went over 2,000 yards rushing for his career in this game as well. How would the Braves do without him against Chowan?
Well, I don't know. He's playing very well right now, and very excited for Travis. He's having a fantastic senior year. Again, we challenged him at the end of last year to come in, be in great shape, be ready to go, and he's just been a lot of fun to watch. I don't want to think of how we do without him because it's a lot of fun giving him the ball and watching him go. And the other thing is he's blocking extremely well also. We're throwing the ball about 35, 40 times a game, and he's protecting Luke very well right now. So his whole game is there, and we're excited for him.
All right, Coach, up next for the Braves is a game today against Winget, a team that you've played every season since you've been head football back. They're 0-2 right now. They've played two very good teams, though. They played Valdosta State. They played Albany State, both ranked teams, both perennial powers, held them close both times. They beat you 28-23 at their place last year, and you're 1-3 in the 4 games so far against Winget. I assume your team isn't looking solely at their record and saying, oh, this is an 0-2 team. They're definitely a quality opponent, aren't they?
Great opponent, really, and they are probably the best team we've played this year without a doubt. They played, I think, the number 14 team in the country in Valdosta and the number 7 team in the country in Albany State. So they have had a very difficult first 2 games. They're looking to rebound. They're obviously looking to get things started before they go into conference. We have a tremendous amount of respect for Winget and what they've done. We snuck out a victory against them 2 years ago, and that's really the only one. I think the last 3 years the games have been close, and I think we've made it competitive. But they have really done a very good job against us, and so we've got our hands full. Our players respect them. I don't think they're looking past them.
They're a team that likes to throw the ball just like Chowan. Their quarterback, Cody Halfley, he has a good arm. He has good poise. What are you going to focus on defensively this week in practice to try to slow down the Bulldog passing attack?
Well, we just got to be where we need to be. I think in reviewing the film and looking at, some of the routes and some of the passes that we gave up last week, it was really just a matter of guys not being where they needed to be or doing their technique to the ability that we think they're capable of. And so the way Cody throws the ball, he's got a strong arm, he's got a live arm, he's got good receivers to choose from. We've got to be where we need to be, and every guy has got to be dialed in, knowing what he needs to do and knowing how to do it.
Is he more of a pocket passer, or is he a scrambler similar to Chowan's quarterback?
Well, he is a pocket passer, but he's quick-footed enough that if you flush him out, he's not afraid to get out, and he does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield, looking at his receivers. There's numerous occasions in our game and the games that we've viewed where he will step out of the pocket, still find a receiver, 15 to 25 yards downfield.
Well, let me ask you then, Coach, could the Chowan game be kind of a blessing in disguise for you in that because they had such a strong passing attack, they exposed some of your weaknesses against the passing attack, and this will allow you to adjust accordingly for another passer with Winget?
Well, we think so, and really the other part of that is what Chowan did defensively is similar to some of the things that Winget's going to do defensively. So this really worked out to our advantage, we think, because we were able to see similar styles both on offense and defense. We learned some things about ourselves and learned, what we need to be able to do to improve. And I look for us to play. Hopefully our best game just as we continue to improve and young guys continue to learn their roles and learn what their responsibilities are and be able to be in the right place and see things kind of, happening a little quicker than we did on last Saturday.
A lot of Braves fans might not know that there's a brand new scoreboard now at Grace P. Johnson Stadium. What did you think about it in the first game?
Oh, it's been great. We're very excited to have that in our end zone. Players love seeing their mug shots up there, and we love seeing the action that can take place up there. So it's been a lot of fun for us.
Real quick, close, just the last few seconds here. The play clock wasn't working, however, in the game against Chowan. And how do you handle it on the sidelines when the play clock isn't working?
Well, you've just got to know, we had a couple of delay game penalties, which are both on me because I'm the one who on punt was needed to watch that for our guy. So it's just something, it's just one other thing you got to be conscious of. And, we've had that happen before, and it's worked out okay for us.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck against Winget next week, or today, I guess. And that we'll take our next break. When we come back, we'll talk to women's soccer coach Lars Anderson.